I utilized Safe Haven twice. The first time I had 2 cats, and then the second time 4 cats and a dog. He started blacking out and was afraid for my life. Didn't know one day if I was going to wake up and be seriously hurt. And the situation just got more volatile and unsteady each day.
Safe Haven program is a collaborative program between the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society, Unity House in Troy, and Equinox in Albany County. We assist those agencies, which are the providers of domestic violence services for each of their counties, by taking the pets of domestic violence victims and caring for those pets while those victims are escaping their abusers and getting their life back together, essentially.
It was nice to know that there was a place like you guys where, my animals could come. There are a lot of people out there that don't know about, safe havens, and I actually wish there were more out there. A lot of people, and for a little while myself included, was hesitant to leave because I didn't want to leave my cat behind.
There's a lot of barriers that victims of domestic violence face when they're thinking about leaving their abuser. Some of those barriers include financial considerations, emotional considerations, fear that people will believe them. But one reason that a lot of victims have stated that they didn't leave their abuser is because of their pets. They believe that leaving their pets behind could result in their pet being killed, tortured, maimed. In many cases, pets are one of the only social supports that victims have while they're in an abusive relationship.
25% to 40% of all victims continue to live in a domestic violence situation in their homes. And one of the primary reasons that they cite for not reporting domestic violence is the fact that they would be leaving their pets behind. And that's a real concern. And so when you can alleviate those concerns from a victim, it will make them more likely to then come forward and report the domestic violence, thereby providing protection not only for themselves, but also for other members of the family.
Knowing that there is a safe place for their animals to be could be the impetus to make that decision. What we know happens oftentimes is as someone is making a plan, what we call a safety plan, and looking at what their options are, where they can go, how long they can stay there, that they have to look at the entirety of their lives. And those lives include their children and their pets. So having that as part, as we say, it's part of their toolbox of options that they can get safety for themselves and their children and their animals may be the difference between life and death.
I do think there's a direct link between domestic violence and animal abuse. And when we look at domestic violence, animal abuse is often part of the power and control that an abuser might demonstrate over a victim. Using that pet, whether it be a threat to harm the pet or whether it be an actual crime against the pet, that can definitely fit in this complex web of power and control that an abuser demonstrates over a victim of domestic violence.
By partnering with domestic violence programs, we know that we're taking animals and people out of a dangerous situation where their lives are often at risk and putting them into a safe place, and we're keeping them here until their families have a place to go.
And when I saw the posting about this on Facebook, I had tears in my eyes and my heart just swelled, because it's a great program, and any little bit of word that gets out there that can help, not only get the person out of the relationship, but get the pets to safety too.